Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we are going to be reviewing the Ju-Nu, which is the Tier 6 of the new Japanese heavy tank line. This is, like I said, the Tier 6 here, and we're going to go over some statistics of the tank, and then we're going to look at a replay of it as well. So, going over the tank statistics real quick here, we have 1150 HP. Of course, this is a heavy tank. It has 150 turret armor on the front, 100 on the side, 60 on the rear. Your hull is 135, 80, and 55. Your DPM is sitting at 1500. You have an 8.6 second reload for a 220 alpha gun. Your penetration is 145 on your AP and 195 on your APCR. Your aim time is quite poor. It's a 6.1 second aim time, and you have 0.409 dispersion. You have 6 degrees of gun depression and a 40 km/h top speed. So that's the statistics of the Ju-Nu. Now, this tank, I would say, goes along in the same boat as the Mitsu 108. These are just decent tanks, and there's really nothing special about them. The line gets fun, and I really enjoy the tanks from the Tier 7 on up, is where I really think the tanks are very strong and very good, especially the Tier 8, I would say, is an extremely strong tank. But we're not talking about those tanks, we're talking about the Tier 6 right now. But yeah, I would say after the Tier 6 is where the line really gets exciting and is a lot more enjoyable. This tank is not horrible, or I mean, it's not bad. This tank is not bad nonetheless, though, so we're going to jump into some replays here of the tank. I believe this is my first replay in the, my first game in the tank. Actually, yeah, I think this is my first game in the tank, and we are on Yukon. So we're going to be top tier in this match because I think usually wargaming puts you top tier whenever you get a tank for the first time, and I'm going to turn down that volume, that is a little loud. And yeah, so we got some Mitsu's 108s on our side, and the funny thing is, those things... the Mitsu 108 is way bigger than this tank. I think the Mitsu 108 is probably tier for tier. That's gotta be the largest tank in the game. I mean, no, well, the TOG, I guess, but still, that's like TOG size large. If that thing was a tier 7, I mean, remember, that's a tier lower than the TOG. I mean, that's a huge tank, bro. Anyway, so we're going to be pushing on through the heavy side over here. We got the Chaffee with us. We got the Mitsu 108. We spot up a Ju-Nu. Oh man, these names are all so similar. We spot up a Ju-Nu over there. Our STRV does go down very quickly, so he is out of the game here. We're going to try to farm up this Ju-2 over here, and we get a shot into this guy. And I honestly think this tank needs a little more DPM in my opinion. I think that compared to the Tier 5, which has a 280 alpha gun, and, like, decently similar reload and stuff, like, I mean, it's a little longer, but normally these Tier 6s, I think, have a little bit better DPM. It could be also because this is my first game in the tank, so, like, the crew and all that sort of stuff isn't as well trained as it can be and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I feel like it could use a little bit more DPM. That was me messing up. I don't know what the heck happened right there. Don't ask. That was just bad. So we're going to have the other Ju-Nu poke around this corner here. We're going to get a shot into him. And this team is just dropping like flies. Now, the reason I'm showing this is just because it's my first game in the tank. I'd like to show, especially in low tiers, just my first game in the tank, even if it's not the best game. The second replay is a better game, I believe. I think it's one we actually win as well. But yeah, it's a better game, I'm pretty sure. I mean, this team just absolutely evaporated here. We're gonna do our best here. I mean, we're gonna try to get as many shots in as we can. And I think this is why I showed this replay as well, is because you see how well I can hold off against all of these tanks. I do get so many bounces and stuff, and I think it showcases how strong the armor profile is of this tank. I especially have a battle like this in the Tier 8 where I just bounce insane amounts of damage. But yeah, 1200 damage blocked and 1200 damage dealt. Obviously, we got absolutely destroyed because that team just evaporated instantly. Very unfortunate, but we still managed to get out a little bit of damage, block quite a few shots as well. So yeah, we're going to now move on to the second replay. This is, I believe, a better damage game. Not sure how much we blocked this game though, but yeah. Yeah, I remember this game now. I remember this game. This is better. Let's go ahead and skip ahead. Don't need you guys to just be watching a tank waiting in the queue. That's kind of boring. And still, this is going to be on Desert Sands, I believe is the name of this map. I literally just saw it. Don't know why I can't remember it. Brain issues. But yeah, so mobility on this tank is okay. I think for the armor profile, it's not bad. You can still get up to like 30 km/h plus in this tank. That's not something too bad. And as well, this thing has like I said, decent armor. So for that speed, you do get some pretty good armor as well. And yeah, so we got some tanks spotted up over here. We're going to try to go kind of hold down here. This thing really doesn't have enough gun depression to go hold down, which is unfortunate because going hold down is just so much fun. So we're going to poke around this corner now. And yeah, those guys, I don't know, were not spotted. Did not think there were that many tanks over there, but there are. Unfortunate bounce there on the T14. Not really sure why that bounced at all. We're going to pick up a clear here on the VK30.01P. That is actually where the auto-aim comes in handy. I would say the new auto-aim is with shots like that. You don't really have to try to aim them very much. It kind of just does it for you, which is pretty nice. So we're going to pick up another kill here on the Ju2 over there. And now we already have a T1 Heavy down to a one-shot right here. We're going to try to pick up the kill on this Mitsu because he has horrible pin, is trying to aim in. Poor guy can't pin the T1 Heavy at all. So we have now picked up 3 kills already. This team is basically what my team was the last battle. And this is why you can't get too mad about teams when that stuff happens, because, I mean, come on. Look at their team. They basically do the same thing. They just absolutely evaporate. T14 does pick up a kill right there. Mitsu goes down on the enemy team. Now just 3 of them left. We're going to get a shot into this T14, bringing him down to a one-shot. And there he goes. Got the KV-1 off over to the side, turning his turret around, looking absolutely clueless, trying to kill that leopard. I guess he doesn't know that that tank literally can't pin him, but, you know, whatever. Or I guess he can, never mind. Actually, I thought the leopard could not pin the KV-1 except for in the rear. Never mind. So yeah, we're going to get one more shot off here on this KV-1 before he drops out. So that's 3 kills, 1,000 damage. Not as much as the first one, but we do get a lot of kill shots that game, so it was a little bit of lower damage. And yeah, that is going to be another victory. So that is the Ju2, everyone. I think it's a decent tank. I don't think there's really too much special about this tank. I think it could use a little bit more DPM, just a little bit better on that reload. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be a hard tank at all for anyone to grind. Pretty easy. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the review. And yeah, decent tank. Before I go, though, I will say one more thing. I'm going to try to get out quite a few reviews today of this Japanese line so that when you guys are grinding up it, you have some reviews of each tank. I am getting close with my free XP, getting close to the Type 71. I thought I had more free XP. I had 550k, and I could only get to the Type 68, even with playing multiple games in each tank and like 30k in the Chai C. Yeah, not sure what happened there. I thought this was supposed to be a little bit less of a free XP. But yeah, so reviews on all these other tanks coming soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.